The clan bustled under the darkening cloudy sky, their forest territory looming ominously outside the walls of bramble and the cliffs surrounding them. The clouds looked like they would pour water on the cats any minute, and the clan knew that the small showers they had experienced lately were nothing compared to what would be coming. It had been peeking over the horizon for days, and the storm was finally setting upon them. A lone tortoiseshell she-cat emerged from a small cave under a massive tree, leaping on top of the moss-covered boulders settled against it. All that hunt in the forest gathered below the mossy rock for a clan meeting. Cats milled over at the leader's call, curious eyes settling on the small tannish-brown she-cat that was set next to the boulder, at the foot of it. She looked exhausted, and it wasn't a cat they recognized, but her pale green eyes were filled with determination as she faced them. "This is Swan Tree, deputy of Swan Clan. She has come to warn us of rising tides and a massive storm. We knew it was coming, but with the two lakes tearing trees down at the edge of the forest and the rogues and dogs tearing into the forest, it's become dangerous." The solemn leader closed her eyes with a sigh. Soon after, the entrance ruffled violently as the clan's deputy, Cheetah Freckle, all but fell into the sandy clearing, followed closely behind by Lighthaze and Mulfur. The patrol was covered in mud and blood and had a panicked look in their eyes. A metal device dangled from Cheetah Freckle's neck precariously, and his long fur was bristled out where it had been matted into the two-leg contraption. A look of horror filled Swan Tree's eyes as she let out a gasp, prompting the clan to turn to her. "That's how they stole Kingstorm." She frowned deeply, stressed. The young she-cat didn't know the issues had spread this far, but maybe she should seek refuge for herself and her clanmates here, while it was safe. Their clan was too small to make it on their own. "They wrapped that thing around his neck, and then they put him into a two-leg cage. We haven't seen him since." She turned to Branchstar, who had a hardened look of displeasure and fear on her face. "Branchstar, I came before seeking Brackenstar's permission, but please let my clanmates and I seek refuge with your clan. There are only 4 of us left, and our camp is not safe." The torty leader glanced at the young deputy, before moving her gaze to meet her own deputy's eyes. He tiredly nodded. More paws were better than leaving Swan Clan to be obliterated. "I say let them come." "We can't even take care of ourselves, let alone adding 4 more hungry mouths to feed on top of giving our camp away." The warrior's angry cry startled Cheetah Freckle, who jumped out of the way of the long-furred pale Tom. Lighthaze was known for his nasty temper, but with the forest in shambles and his kids' lives at risk, he wasn't keen on leaving a scent trail from Swan Clan to Fogclan. After all, they'd managed to keep the camp hidden up to now. The angry warrior swept his gaze across his clanmates, settling a bit longer on his 3 sons. Bluefeather and Hazelspark were nodding in miserable agreement, but Sandapple defiantly shook his head sharply, disagreeing with his father. "We can't just leave them to die, father." Hurt flashed across Lighthaze's face before it hardened, and he whipped his face back to Branchstar, anger flaring. The leader grimaced at the display, before turning back to Swan Tree. "Are your clanmates able to fight and hunt? Who all is left?" Lighthaze bristled with a snarl of anger. The clan warily watched him, suspicious eyes glancing between him and Sandapple. They had long assumed the Tom wasn't related to Lighthaze, but the scarred tomcat warrior had always done his best for Fogclan, so they were torn between believing he was loyal and believing he would stab them in the back if they pushed him too far. Desperation filled Swantree's eyes as she hastily answered the foreign leader's questions. "Yes, we have Brackenstar, my brother Scorchfoot, and our medicine cat Lilacfur left. All willing and able, and I'm sure more than happy to help." Branchstar twisted her face up in dismay. She hated leaving Swan Clan to perish to the dogs that are likely plaguing them as much as they did Fog Clan, but Lighthaze had a point. While the territory was becoming increasingly dangerous, their camp was hidden and still safe. Plus, they had young, elders, and queens to worry about. Her gaze shifted briefly between a very pregnant Faded Brook, who was staring worriedly at Cheetah Freckle, and Falcon Pelt, who was looking much more anxious than he usually did. The old fox had recently requested to spar with her, so he must be getting antsy about the situation. This would be tricky, but they had to try. She remembered there was an old den of a fox on the territory, next to an occupied badger set. They could bring the Swan Clan cats there briefly until it rained enough to erase their scent, and then bring them to the camp. It had to work. Lighthaze brings a very valid point, but I will not just leave cats to die, our clan or not. Able-bodied warriors are invaluable when we have young, queens, and elderly. 4 more mouths to feed, yes, but they are also 4 more cats that are able to help us survive this. She glanced down at the gathering below her, shifting her eyes between her warriors. Who would be the best to lead the patrol to get Swan Clan? I'll go. I'll help them get to safety, Branchstar. Lighthaze hissed out as his youngest spoke up, watching the Bengal Tom step towards their leader and the mossy rock. What an absolute mouse brain! No, I won't allow it. Branchstar empathized deeply with Lighthaze, glancing at her only remaining son, Curly Paw, who shrunk further behind his mentor, fear bristling his small pelt and body. I won't send him alone, Lighthaze. Moonblossom, Big Flight, you will accompany Sandapple. And Sandapple, you will listen to your elders. No running off somewhere without permission. We need healthy warriors more than we need heroes. Lighthaze sank to his hindquarters, defeated, but didn't protest further. He and Branchstar understood that if they forbade Sandapple from going, he'd only go on his own. This was the best they could do. Big Noise puffed his chest out and nodded. He looked forward to the opportunity to prove his worth to his clan, and would do his best for Branchstar and the clan that had saved him as a kid. Moonblossom sat a bit taller as well, finally feeling that she was beginning to gain the trust of her leader. They couldn't mess this up. Branchstar's gaze swept again over her clanmates, grief clouding it briefly. They were so strong when they shouldn't have to be, and she was upset that it had come to this. Hopefully this would all pass without them having to leave their home, but only time would tell. She collected herself after a moment, sighing before opening her mouth again to tell them of the plan. Sandapple, Moonblossom, and Big Flight, you will be going with Swantree to retrieve her clanmates. If they refuse to come, bring any that are willing and come back. Do not risk your own lives. Your home and families are here. We will do our best for them, but our lives are risked for Fogclan, not Swan Clan. Bring them to the old abandoned fox den for a day and let the rain wash away the scent trail to give you an easy hiding spot. The nearby badger should keep the dogs away. Just be careful not to be caught. The morning after, bring Swan Clan here. We will go from there. She moved her gaze to Bluefeather and Hazelspark, looking from them to Lighthaze, Giant Noise, Sparrowsong, and Molefur. We need to warn the other clans and make a cohesive plan. Bluefeather, go to Cedar Clan. Molefur, go to Timber Clan. Hazelspark, go to Bounce Clan. And finally, Sparrowsong, you head to Bramble Clan. We need to assess the damages fully, so only inform them to meet at the Gathering Hollow early, preferably with their entire clan. If we need to abandon this place, we need to be ready to leave quickly. She grimaced again, blinking at Lighthaze, who looked significantly more stressed out now that all his kits had a job, and dangerous ones at that. Lighthaze and Giant Noise, with Fallen Fate expecting and Cheetah Freckle injured, we absolutely need to keep the camp safe. We have enough prey to hold out until the Swan Clan refugees return, so we need to focus on repairing the walls and fortifying dens and the camp entrance. We can't be too prepared. Molefur, when you return, you will assist Fallen Fate and Fated Wish with travel herbs. We need a lot for the clan to make it if we have to escape. Be sure to warn the other clans to have these prepared as well. We will survive this, that is for sure. With that, she whisked her thin tail to dismiss the meeting, allowing the clan to break up into smaller groups to get ready to attend their duties. It was going to be a long couple of days, that was for sure. Hi guys, Rainfeather here, and that was an interesting intro, wasn't it? That was a whole lot of work for 7 minutes, but I enjoyed it. It did take me longer than I thought it would, which I do apologize, but if you were listening, you understand why the clan is so sparse right now. The patrols have been sent out, so we've got several pieces of news. Number one, Swantree is with Fogclan. Well, she's with she's with Moonblossom, Sandapple, and Big Flight right now, going back to Swan Clan to bring her clanmates back. Now, if they don't die within this episode, we're going to assume that they have successfully brought the Swan Clan cats back, and they will be in the clan the next episode. And then, of course, the same thing goes for everybody. If they don't die in this episode, then they have successfully completed their tasks and will make it back. And this is going to be a shorter episode. I don't want to talk your ear off for 40 minutes since I already did that intro. But Molefur is going to, let's see here. What is it? Let's see. Okay, yeah. So Molefur is going to Timber Clan. Hazelspark is going to Bounce Clan. Sparrowsong is going to Bramble Clan, and Bluefeather is headed to Cedar Clan. And that's where they're headed off. So for now, we're flying with less characters than we usually have, which concerns me, but like I said, if they survive this episode through all of the moons that we go through, they successfully completed their missions, and they will be back in the clan next episode with their charges. Well, Molefeather, Bluefeather, Big Flight, and Hazel Spark are not bringing anybody, but Sandapple, Swan Tree, Sparrow Song, and Moon Blossom are bringing the other three Swan Clan cats into the clan. So we'll see, and that's gonna be interesting to see what's going on and what happens, because I haven't lost a lost cat before. They all count as technically lost, and they're about to give up. Thought they spotted Branch Shard. You better not be coming back already. But yeah, so they're all doing the whole lost thing, but I think it'll be interesting to see. And we'll, like I said, of course, return them back to clan life once they succeed on their mission. But in fact, I don't think it'll take more than 2 moons. So if they succeed and they all survive 2 moons, that's longer than they would take to get this trip. But 2 moons is about when these 4 would return. 2 moons. If they all survive for 2 moons, I'm revising my statement. If they survive and they don't get lost, they don't die, in 2 moons, we'll bring them back into the clan with the Swan Clan cats, and we'll go from there. So, for now, we have to survive these 2 moons with our little bitty selection of cats. Oh yeah, Faded Brook hasn't had her kittens yet, so she can go. We're gonna send them out, but I'm gonna keep them. Let's go hunting. Sure, Faded Brook, you're pregnant, I don't care. And then let me send these guys out. We don't want them to go on a border patrol just yet, because we're trying to keep on the down low. And if we start wandering around the borders, we might, have cats following back, just like I mentioned. Or just like, actually, what's his face mentioned? Light Haze mentioned. It's dangerous to have a patrol bring back the scent of, Swan Clan to Fogclan, so. What are you doing? Why are you injured? Oh yeah, that's right, you mangled your tail. I was like, Faded, Light Haze, what happened? I thought these were an injury, so I kind of put him on his sprite, but I don't think they are. I think it's just shading. Oh well. It's okay. He looks cooler with the shoulder injury too. But let's put the medicine cats out on patrols. Okay, they're still doing the vision stuff, even by themselves. I feel a presence join them. Ooh. Connection waivers, and as quickly as the feeling of company appears, it vanishes. Okay, so we've been abandoned by Star Clan at this point. Swan Clan definitely was. Swan Clan was just like, oh well, go for it, I guess. But I was 4 moons off, so we were only on 25 moons, but that's okay. 4 moons isn't really anything. But let's start this first one. 1 kit. Faded Brook is having 1 kit. Okay. What do you think? They're all thinking about each other. That's literally it. Okay. Interesting, but that is the first moon done without our cats. Let me see what these guys are doing. Thanks the loner who gave them shelter, dreams about hunting. What is it? The clan is searching. Y'all are coming back. Considering becoming a kitty pet. Hazel Spark, you had 1 mission. Apprentice of the clan, no. Rumor, large cats in the area. Moon Blossom, please steer them away from the group of rogues that you guys are wandering into. Or is that a rumor about Swan Clan? Sparrow Song, you're coming back. Okay. They're so melodramatic. I know it's because they're considered lost. To the game, they're considered lost. So let's add. Okay, and then like I said, well there's 4. So we could do 4 and 4. We're gonna do hunting. Roman Paw? No. Yeah. You don't need that. You're not pregnant. We're gonna add the other 4 and we're gonna do 1 border patrol because they still need to secure their borders, but we don't need to do it every moon because we're trying to avoid attention. Okay, so a rogue was under a bush and they drove it out. Amazing, that's great. I mean, we need to keep these rogues out. This will be significantly easier when we have Swan Clan because we'll have 4 more warriors plus all our warriors back. Lungwort, okay. Okay, so they couldn't find Lungwort. Amazing. Another presence. And then they just don't. They just leave. Okay. Interesting. Interesting, okay. Well, you know, Fated Wish is struggling. He's old. He is old. He's like the old, you know, crippled medicine cat that wanders into, doesn't even go to gatherings anymore. Let's go. Last moon. I hope they don't die. Ooh. Aw. Okay, so Fallen Fate is no longer a sore, and Fated Brook gives birth to a baby. And then they're all fighting with each other and thinking of the guys that are gone. Oh, that's super cute. Look at this adorable child. Oh, Kestrel Kit, you're so cute. Aww. Adorable. Anyways, Curly Paw is 11, or Rowan Paw is 11, so Curly Paw is also 11 moons. They were born on the same. Yeah, cute. But let me see here. Cat list. They're all safe, it looks like. So let's go ahead and bring them back. Big Fight, you're not gonna die. Jesus, you're returning to camp. Okay, so since they have survived the 2 moons, we're actually going to leave the 4 that are going to Swan Clan, to retrieve Swan Clan, out another moon. But the 4 that were just going to other camps are going to come back. And they're coming back with news that they have successfully delivered the news to each clan, and that the clans are going to meet in the middle, you know, at the gathering spot to see where they go, because they need to see what they're gonna do. If every other clan is having this problem, if it's just Swan Clan and Fogclan, you know, what's going on. So let me go ahead and bring those 4 back, and we will pick up where we left off. Okay, so we do have an unused name request. However, the unused name has a request with it. So they want to be able to have a classic tabby for the cat. Let me see here. Where did her kit go? She's recovering from birth, but her child is not here. Okay, didn't know if I could do it, but I did. It took me forever, but I got it done. So we renamed her to Pond Kit because I like that name. It's adorable. But anyways, like I was saying, the one name we've got left has a stipulation that the cat that it gets put on is a classic tabby, and Pond Kit here is a tortoise shell, like her mother. So I can't do the name, but as soon as we get one, we'll add them. Anyways, let me go ahead and do the patrols real quick. Doesn't get much done. Amazing. I know I said Molfer was gonna help Fallen Fade, but Fated Wish makes her dig for roots. Amazing. I love it. But I forgot to add her, so let's do this. Oh, do not send them out by themselves. Curly Paw and Cheetah Freckles are going to step up, as always. And we're going to add another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll add Sparrow Song, just to be safe. Go on 1 border. Okay, so Bounce Clan is still doing borders like normal, so I guess they're not having as much trouble as we are. And we're gonna do hunting, actually training. They need to be on their best behavior. Giant noise has to settle a disagreement. That's fine. Alright. Bond gets so cute. I've figured out how to create cats now, so I can do that if I need to. Anyways, let's skip one moon. Nothing significant happened. Good. And nothing's really happening here either. We're gonna save. Let's see here. Cat lists. They're all alive. So give me 2 seconds to go ahead and drag everybody into the clan. From Swan Clan into Fogclan. Give me 1 second. And we return with our cats here. See? Now the other 3 are here. And Swan Tree. So all of Swan Clan is now encompassed in Fogclan. And I think it'll work out fine. Brackenstar is here. And her 2 clanmates, or 3 clanmates. And while they're here, Lilac Fur can help out Fallen Fade and Faded Wish. You know, keeping the peace between everybody. Tensions are high. You know, Light Haze especially hates the situation. He thinks it's stupid. He thinks it's dumb. He is grateful his kits made it back alive, though. That's for sure. So, and let's take a look at what's going on. They're getting ready. I'm going to probably make a few generators here. We're going to run a few more moons, but I'm going to make some randomizers and see if we don't end up leaving with Swan Clan and Fog Clan together and just encompassing them into one clan. Or maybe they'll just take them on and, you know, have them stay with them. Stay in one clan. They're not massive. Like this, there's 23 of there's 23 of them together, which is not very big. But in order to move, we'll have to take everybody, and 23 cats is not very many. So Scorch, but you know the siblings, right? Well, his sibling, or him and his sibling both have tail scars. Him and Swantree are both like covered in scars. Where's Swantree? Where is she? There she is. She's like got a tail scar. He's got a tail scar. They're together right now. See? Both have medium fur. And green eyes. No, he's got amber eyes. Interesting. I can't remember who their parents were, so I think it was Coyote, or yes, Coyote Star, right? Or Cougar Star, and somebody she didn't want to speak of. So yeah, and they all look related because they're all brown. It's weird. They're all that weird dark, like medium brown. Pond Kit is sitting over here. Everybody's gathered in the clearing. There's a lot of them. So let's go ahead and let's run let's do last minute hunting, right? Try to get the apprentices to warriors before we leave. You know, so we don't end up having to train them on the fly. Okay, we encounter a clearing. We're allotted 2 legs. Continue hunting undetected. Using the presence of 2 legs, startling the local wildlife to bring back a good haul. Good. 2 legs are getting closer. That's concerning. We probably will have to abandon this place. Let's send him out with some of the others here. Not Light Haze, because Light Haze is judgmental. Let's put those 2 together. We will also go on a hunting patrol. A catch a scent of a fox, but is it red or gray? Tracking it, they find a stocky gray fox feeding on a deer fawn carcass. A gray fox is unlikely to have killed a fawn this size. Uh-oh. Huh. Your cats are only just smaller and heavily outnumber the fox, and its prize It's a prize they're willing to fight for. With a prayer to Starclan, they throw themselves into battle, and the fox, already half full of venison and unwilling to lose blood over it, is driven off from the kill. So we've got a deer carcass and several, like a lot of prey. Let me send him out with his children here on training. Light haze wanders past an old badger set in the roots of a hazelnut tree, only to freeze. There's a new scent here, acrid and sour. Light haze organizes the patrol, and together they lift a long, skinny branch from the forest floor, shoving it into the scent. With half the branch's length to go, there's an outrage explosion of fizzing from the depths of the burrow, and the patrol retreats to report back to camp. With any luck, it's been injured, but no one wants to check. So a sick badger. Meditative state, not only they're fairly confident their next steps have been giving this vision, but they bring back a good haul. Good. And we'll send the others together. Patrol finds a nice spot, and they get a lot of herbs. Okay, so it's doing good. I really want, I think it's next moon that the apprentices, no, maybe, okay, maybe 2 moons from now, where the apprentices will become, I think I set back a lot of stuff with my file messing, but where the apprentices will become warriors, and then the kitten, I want the kit to at least be an apprentice. We've got 5 more moons to go before I can go ahead and decide whether or not they're leaving. As far as Branch Star is concerned, I think she believes that it's time to leave. She's been worried about it, like from Swan Clan being all but obliterated. The other clans don't seem to have any problems, but they haven't met up with them yet. They'll meet up with them at the end of this little stint, and it's just, or I guess it would be they have met with them. They met with them before they left, like when everybody gathered and got back. She gathered her clanmates and stuff. Like, they're not having trouble, but she did warn them that the forest is going to come down. That the 2 legs are getting closer, and it's not any fun, you know, and that they're gonna, if they want to come with her, they're more than welcome to. If not, you know, her and Fogclan will go, and her and Swan Clan will go and leave the rest of them behind. I mean, what else can they do? There's really not much else they can do. This place is no longer safe. And if they stay any longer, you know, it's gonna prove problem for everybody, especially Swan Clan with their few numbers. But let's see. I want to see what the cats think about the Swan Clan cats. Pond Clan. Oh, Pond Clan. I keep doing that. Pond Kit. They have no thoughts. Well, Faded Brook has no thoughts. No thoughts, head empty. I know they know them just now, so. Why do you dislike Curly Paw? Let's see. She really does not like her mates, so I might break them up. And I know there was some others. Molfer got together with Big Flight. Moon Blossom, I think, likes somebody. She's 65 moons. I don't think we've got anybody. She respects Scorchfoot. Interesting. But I don't think we've got anybody except Sparrow. But Sparrow Song is only 27 moons, so he's a young boy. All our boys are super young. Cheetah Freckle's not, but Cheetah Freckle is hardcore taken. Hardcore taken. Same with Big Fly. Big Flight's hardcore taken. I think he adores he loves Giant Noise, but he loves Molfer. Like, he adores this girl so much. They had a fight, but that's okay. He adores her. That's so cute. Have kittens. Have kittens. Not right now. Not in the middle of plot, but like, please. And I think somebody else pointed out that the The prophecy could be pointing to colors, like coat colors. So the prophecy here. So they were pointing out that the prophecy could be coat color related. And the prophecy, let me remind everybody, is a dove shall break through the darkness of the blaze. The stars and the darkness will clash, and blaze might conquer all. So, I think they put up Molfer as the dove, and the blaze could be anybody, honestly. We've got Hazel Spark, Fallen Fate, Cheetah Freckle. I think. And the blaze. Well, no. A dove shall break through the darkness of the blaze. The stars and darkness will clash, and blaze might conquer all. So the blaze is going to be. Oh, you know what? The blaze could be talking about the invasion of Two Lakes. You know, the slashing and burning, and they're taking down the forest and stuff. So we could do Molfer or Light Haze. Light Haze might be a good one too, and I want you all's opinion on that because I want to get that done. By next episode, I need to know who's going to be in the prophecy. I'm putting up for grabs Molfer, Light Haze, Branch Star, she's light in color, or Lavender Dawn, to be the dove in this prophecy. And one of those four will be the prophecy cat. I'm leaning more towards Molfer or Light Haze. Molfer because of her development, and Light Haze because he's such a central character right now. But one of those four will be our dove, and they will be paramount to this next move. So they'll either find a solution to the Two Legs invasion and keep their home, or they'll help Branch Star, lead the clan out of there. And I think Light Haze would be a good. So you know what? Let's cross Branch Star off the list because I don't think she's a dove. Number one, and number two, she's already paramount to this clan. So it's Light Haze, Molfer, or Lavender Dawn, or Swan Tree. Honestly, Swan Tree could be the dove. She's light colored, sort of. She's like a lighter brownish, and she's been paramount to the story as well. So it's totally up to you guys, which four: Molfer, Light Haze, Lavender Dawn, or Swan Tree. I'll put up a poll in my channel to see who we want to be the dove in that prophecy, and we will move from there. But let's do a few more patrols or a few more moons because like I said, I really want the apprentices to be warriors, and I want this kit to not be a single moon old. That's gonna be rough. Oh, Benny Tail, that's cute. Oh, Benny Tail, that's adorable. Faded Brook has gotten heat exhaustion. Faded Brook, you're not allowed. I like Benny Tail. Benny Tail is cute. Let me go ahead and add everybody to this, and we'll keep Benny Tail. I like Benny Tail, unless Benny Tail is a classic tabby, and then I will not keep Benny Tail. But let me go ahead and add everybody here. Give me 1 second to add everybody to the allegiances to the side. Okay, so I have added that. Cat, I want to see what Benny Tail looks like. Oh, Benny Tail! He is a classic tabby. Okay, so because he is a classic tabby and we do have a name waiting, Benny Tail is adorable. But let me go ahead and rename him. His new name, well, let me see. Okay, so I've finished updating everything, and I put, Brackenstar, Swan Tree, Lilac Fur, and Scorchfoot in there too, so that I can, have them there. And I wanted to see something, but they have SC next to their name, so that they can, what is it called? So they can keep it there. And then let me see. I think this is a classic. I think Benny Tail's a classic tabby. I think so. And since I've got an extra name, for classic Tabby, you'll have to let me know if he's not, and forgive me. We'll name him Slughope. I like Bennytail, but he is our, that is the last name that we have as a request, and I wanted to go ahead and add it, you know, to honor it. So Slughope is now his new name, and let me fix this. And then if the person who put up Slughope as a name doesn't wants like a darker tabby cat for that name, I'll definitely, that's totally fine. I can change it back to Bennytail. I have no problems with that. Bennytail is adorable. But that is the new, a slightly more clan-like name. That's so cute. That is our new warrior who joined just after, and he's conveniently 63 moons. So I really want to pair him off with Moon Blossom. Oh, they're so cute. But we'll see. I want to give them a few moons to see, you know, let this new event blow over, and see if we can't, you know, what is it called? See if we can't figure out what we're doing and figure out where we're going with these cats before we decide, like, oh, these guys are gonna be mates. Instead, and you know, just see, you know, what's going on. Because right now I don't know what's going on, and nobody knows what's going on, and it's kind of a mess. It's kind of a hot mess. So, what we're gonna do is wait. So, what we're gonna do is wait until everything has been situated and everybody has found their place. Now let me run some patrols. Take Rowan Paw out. I want to take Curly Paw too, but I also want to take Slughope because he hasn't been here before. Moon Blossom, and then Cheetah Freckle, because why not? And let's go on our one border patrol. A small dog. And I think we can take it out, yeah. The patrol paces towards the small dog, claws out, fur up, backed up with the courage of their clanmates. The dog breaks into a barking fit, but that's their opportunity to attack, covering each other as they push the creature away from their lands. So nearly every border patrol we've done so far, like recently, has been dogs or rogues or something of that, or two legs of something of that sort. So it's getting to be a lot. Let me send Molfer out, who's supposed to be doing this, with a warrior escort, both for safety as they look to take advantage of the green leaf growing season and for carrying capacity should they find anything. Surprisingly, Molfer actually starts up a conversation with them about the herbs they're looking for. Fallen Fade launches into the usual spiel, but even more astonishingly, Molfer is actually interested, and it makes their heart feel lighter getting to share their knowledge and skills with someone who respects them. Molfer's always been interested in the medicine cat. Oh, that's cute. Oh, I love that. Let me send Lilac Fur and Faded Wish out. As the medicine cats patrol pads out into the Fogclan territory, Faded Wish tells Lilac Fur about the dream they had last night and what Swanclan vision could mean for Fogclan. Lilac Fur takes Faded Wish aside, giving them the full benefits of Lilac Fur's seniority and experience. Wow. As a medicine cat, they don't take the responsibility lightly, and both of them working together to divine the... You're not older than him. Faded Wish is like decrepit. He's 141 moons old. Hold on. Yeah, Faded Wish is old. Let me send Light Haze out with his children again, now that they've grown a little bit closer, sort of. And we'll send Scorchfoot and Brackenstar out with them on a hunting patrol. Scorchfoot admits they think they have a vision. Patrol talks to them about it whether it was a real vision as they hunt. Okay, I will do this on training. Lavender Dawn suggests this might be a good chance for the cats to practice new hunting techniques. Everybody has a nice practice session, picking up a nice selection of new tricks to try out on their next hunting patrol. Everybody else just kind of had fun. Which, we're doing all this close to home. Like, none of them are leaving very far, except for the border patrol, who's just checking the borders very briefly to make sure no, clan cats are intruding, and to make sure the situation at the borders isn't too bad. we're really not doing much. We're staying super close to home. They're probably practicing either in camp or just outside of it, and hunting patrols stay close to home. Medicine cats don't wander too far. That's why Molfer is sticking with Fallen Fade. I really think Molfer eventually is going to be a medicine cat. The warrior that became a medicine cat. And I feel like that puts her in a square position for like a good spot as the dove character in that prophecy. Like, I personally think that Molfer should be the dove. But Late Haze is a strong contender, and so is Swan Tree. I think the only one that's really not is Lavender Dawn, and I put her up because she really hasn't done anything yet. She is a gorgeous character. She just doesn't have much substance, and she's really not, done much since she got here. And I wanted to kind of give her an opportunity. But it hasn't popped up yet, which is fine. It'll come naturally, I hope. If y'all don't decide that she is supposed to be the dove, then she won't be the dove. And if you do, she will. But we'll have to see here in a second. She hates Cheetah Freckle. Really doesn't have any feelings on most of the clan. It respects Fallen Fade, so that's nice. But let's move another moon. Moon Blossom, please don't go missing. Cheetah Freckle travels to the other clans to bring them an important message. Again, Cheetah Freckle? He's still here. That's good. Okay, so yeah, so Cheetah Freckle is checking up on the other clans, probably because we're still seeing dogs and rogues. Rowan Shadow finds Lavender. And Curly Claw are our newest warriors, which is nice. Faded Brook recovered from the strain of delivering her litter and recovered from heat exhaustion. And a rat got through the camp walls and bit poor Light Haze. Oh, poor Light Haze. I feel bad for him. He's always got something going on. Oh, that's cute. Where is it? Where is he? Aw, Rowan Shadow. How adorable. He's having a hard day. Aw. Okay, where is... Let me see here. Where is your child? Where is your child? What? Where is your kid? Am I dumb? I am dumb. I went past him twice. Okay. Curly Claw. That's Brancher's child. He's the only dark gray, solid-coated male in the entire clan with that pose, and I'm dumb and just looked over him twice. Anyways. Yeah, Falcon Pelt, you're a mess. That is... Oh, that's Sandapple. I was like, who? But they grew up, that's good. And the kit is in the Elder's Den, bothering Falcon, of course. Where is the child? And the Medicine Cat Den. There's... Pond Kit is so cute! She's 3 moons old. I don't think anybody else is gonna have kittens, so I think we'll do 3 more moons. And then we'll end this episode there after 3 moons, and then that's when we can decide whether or not we're going to leave or not. And I know every time I say it's going to be a short episode, when I do this, I cannot. Okay, let's send Molfer and Fallen Fade out. I think that's adorable. Sensing the cold nip of Leaf Bear on the wind, Fallen Fade requests the help of any warriors they can find to stock up on some essential herbs before the frost takes them. Fallen Fade leads our escort to the best herb gathering spots, but the frosts come early, it seems, and some of the plants are already dying. Carefully, the patrol works together to salvage what remains, and each cat returns to camp with a decent mouthful of important herbs. We're going to put Rowan Shadow with Faded Wish, and we'll put Curly Claw with Lilac Fur. Yeah, Faded Wish also is requesting. While the patrol is out gathering herbs, Faded Wish pauses, their intuition tugging, I don't know what that word is, tugging at them. Following it, they come upon something special, a previously unknown patch of catnip. This will be invaluable during green cough season. One more. We're sending the young warriors out so they don't get themselves into trouble. Lilac Fur is on a mission to find lungwort now that Leaf Bear is on the horizon, as it is the only reliable cure for yellow cough. They are determined that Fogclan won't run out of it. They take a warrior escort to help. Lilac Fur searches until their paw pads are sore and their muscles exhausted, but they can't find lungwort everywhere. They return to camp disappointed but determined to try again. It's simply too important not to keep a good supply of. Lilac Fur, I think lungwort only grows in Swan Clan, and Swan Clan is overtaken. That's why y'all fled. Because Swan Clan has been overtaken. Let's take these children out. And they will do the one border patrol. We'll take Swan Tree and Bracken Star. One border patrol. Large dog wandering in the middle of the clan's territory. Ooh. Okay, so they drive it off though. That's why I do such big patrols for that. Do hunting. Shadow of a fish in the river. Sparrowsong leads a successful fishing session with almost everyone walking home with a fishy mouthful. Good. And then we'll do training. Trailing behind the patrol, there's a mighty crash above Sandapple. They look around wildly, just as the world is blotted out by a tangle of heavy branches. Their clanmates come running at their yowls, and Sandapple is soon freed, shaken but unharmed. The patrol settles down as everyone comforts each other. Wow, so they've been taking the trees down, and now the branches are falling down all around them, and you know, it's getting really dangerous. A large dog and branch is almost crushing Sandapple. Oof. I don't know. I think I'm with Branch Star. Like, she's been thinking about leaving, and I think I'm with her. You know, abandoning this territory for another one to see what, you know, what they can do. I think that's a good idea. Especially, but like, I don't know, are the other clans gonna go with them, or are we gonna come up with new border clans? You know, like have Swan Clan come with us because they have to, but, and then after that, after they're strong enough to break off, you know, have other border clans, because 4 cats is not big enough to make a clan. So for right now, they're gonna have to stick with us. Even if we leave, you know, they're gonna have to stay. We're gonna have to stay like a melded clan at the moment. But especially since there's really 4 cats is not good enough to find a camp. But you know, as soon as they get on their feet again, they're gonna have to go by themselves. Let's move another moon. Falcon Pelt, stop it. Play fought a bit too hard and got a bit bruised. Aw, cute. Falcon Pelt, you're too old for that nonsense. That's another thing. We have young kits, right? Well, she's 4 moons old. So she's not too old or young, but I really want her to be an apprentice before we leave. Falcon Pelt, however, is old. He is old. So him and Faded Wish is also really, really old. So we're gonna have to, like, decide if they die on the journey or not, or if they make it or what. Falcon Pelt just can't help himself. I really don't want to lose him though. He's great. Den builder. What? What? Oh Lord. My ambitious little man is a den builder. Hilarious. Let me go ahead and get everybody sent out. Okay, they find catmint. Or catnip. Same thing. It's literally the same difference. Burdock root. They take along what warriors they could find to help gather and carry the roots. Can't find the burdock plant they were thinking about. Maybe it was trampled by some animal. Oh well. Man, lavender or lilac fur just can't catch a break. Okay, add Faded Wishes on a mission to find lungwort. Maybe Fogclan can find lungwort. They can't. Never mind. They don't know. +6. This is our border patrol. Oh, Swan Clan patrol. How? Swan Clan? Let's do not proceed. Just because they don't exist, they're with us. In fact, there were some Swan Clan cats on that patrol. Actually, let me remove. We'll do a hunting, go on patrol. Oh, a fox, but is it red or gray? Tracking it, they find a stocky gray fox feeding on a deer fawn, unlikely to have killed a fawn. Yeah, so we get more deer, so we're good with prey. Ghost stories. So we're good on prey, right? The clan doesn't need any more prey. We've stocked up to feed this bigger clan. Oh my gosh, to feed this bigger clan. But we do need travel herbs, which is why I need the medicine cats to stop failing. Falcon Pelt's pads are no longer cracked. Aw. Light Haze's rat bite and torn pelt has healed. Rowan Shadow sickness has abated. Scorchfoot tail was badly injured, probably by the fox we keep driving off of its prey. And Pond Kit is no longer bruised. Something happened in miscellaneous. Who's got a new, aw, Faded Wish. That is so cute. Oh, I have to make art of this. That is adorable. Look at this old man with his maple leaf. Oh, no, I think, does Lilac Fur have something? I think she's got cicada wings. Yeah, now all our medicine cats are like, have got stuff stuck in their fur. That's so cute. It's adorable. Oh. Fallen Fades works so well. And so does Faded Wish. That is so cute. I have to draw him. Oh my gosh. Aww. I don't like how he acts around his children, but I do love him. He is my second old man. He's my cranky old man medicine cat who doesn't want to work anymore, but they keep making him work. Why is everybody in the warrior's den? They're just huddled over here in the warrior's den, the kit included. Everybody is just over here. Oh, Rowan Shadow is... Oh, he's with his aunt. That makes sense. Everybody's bothering Branch Star today. They're probably telling her that it's kind of a mess and they don't... They're worried about what's going on. Let's do quick patrols so we can get that kit to be recovered. That is so cute. I will never... That's adorable. Faded Wish about the dream they had last night. Okay, yeah, well, Rowan Shadow is not a medicine cat, so... What? Our favorite gay or lesbian couple here. As Fallen Fade pads through Fogclan territory with their entourage, they feel a presence join them, but it quickly vanishes. Y'all, we'd be looking for, like, herbs, not presences. Again? Lilac Fur softly alerts the rest of the patrol of their visitor. With respectful nods, the patrol pauses, tucks their paws together neatly, and sit to converse with the Starclan cat. Who came down? Was it Warmpath? Because they're hunting. And Quiet Nose, I guess Quiet Nose could be doing it, comforting another Starclan cat, but everybody else is out hunting. It could have been Quiet Nose. Quiet Nose is comforting Lilac Fur? Okay, our one border. On their way to mark the far corners of their forest territory, Lavender Dawn starts telling a story of their ancestors. It keeps the cat's mind off the long story. Okay, so nothing happens. Good. I'm glad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll do this on the hunting. Oh, it's a lot of 2 legs. Undetected use of the presence. Okay, so that's good. And then let's do the training patrol. Branch Star suggests this might be a good chance for the cats to practice new fighting techniques. And they have a good practice session. Good. So this moon has been remarkably quiet. And that worries me. Because what are they doing? You know? Also, I never added Pond Kit, but that's okay. She's about to be a mentor. Molfer is gonna have kits. What? What? Molfer. I love that. But like, not right now. How did Molfer get like, tell us that she's expecting kits? How did Molfer tell us that she's expecting kits and then wander enough to get frostbite? Sandapple got sprayed because they got yeah, no, it's not safe. I thought it was safe because last moon was really quiet, but no. Sandapple almost got trapped. Molfer got frostbite from her own stupidity, but that's nevertheless. Pond Paw found some dry herbs to adorn herself with, of course, with Rowan Shadow as their mentor. Interesting. So the big brother is mentoring his little sister? We might have to change that. And then Lavender Dawn picked up a blueberry. to see. Ooh, I want to see. That is so pretty. That is so pretty. I love her design. I want to keep her as an OC too. Oh, oh. Look at this little baby stuck in herbs. That's so cute. And Molfer, why are you doing this? If you die, Molfer, I'll fight you. Like, I swear to God, please don't. I love you. You're gonna break Big Flight's heart, dude. Oh my gosh. Anyways, that's a good place to cut off, I think. You know, Pond Paw is now a paw. Everybody has an adornment at this point, except Brackenstar, or Branchstar. The Swan Clan cats have successfully made it to the Fogclan camp. It's winter, so they have to decide whether or not they want to wait out the winter before moving, or move while the snow is impeding the two legs a little bit and their machines. And while, you know, the predators might be running a little slower, they will be more hungry, so that is another thing we have to keep in mind. They will be more hungry, but they will be moving less because of the snow. We stocked up on prey, which is nice. They got a lot of prey, so they've got a lot that they can take with them. Molfer is expecting kits and has frostbite, so we'll have to see what she does. But I don't want her... They're gonna have to, like, leave before she has kits. Or maybe we should wait. Maybe, you know, if we wait out the season of Leaf Bear, then we can move in Greenleaf, you know, right when it clears up. You know, the kits should be Moon 6 by then, or at least old enough to move and be carried. And they... that might be a thing. I don't know. It's up to y'all. I'll put up a couple of polls, see if y'all want to move in Leaf Bear, or if you want to wait until New Leaf comes around, you know, early New Leaf. There are risks with either. You know, two legs are, like I said, two legs are slower in the snow, but the predators are hungry and they will attack you. And then in Greenleaf, or I mean New Leaf, excuse me, predators will probably be a little more fed with the prey coming around again, but the two legs will be moving more often, so we'll have to be careful with that. It's kind of a give and take, decide what's going on, but that is the end of this episode, and I'm glad y'all stuck around with me. I hope you enjoyed the beginning of that. I hope you enjoyed the beginning of this episode, you know, that little sequence I made. And if you need anything, feel free to give me a comment or join the Discord and ask me. It's super easy. The link is going to be in the description, just like always. And if you haven't subscribed and you made it all the way to the end, go ahead and subscribe. I do appreciate it. Only if you want to, though. This small community is for me to share my love of warrior cats. And I'm gonna start a new game here soon. I do love Clangen. It's great, and I'm getting a lot of good characters out of it. But I do also want to start a game that's maybe a little more free. Like I can move around more, and I want to start modding some of these games. Maybe make my own pelts and everything. See what I can do with them. But that is for another day. And I do thank you for getting this far. And I hope you have a wonderful afternoon, morning, or night. Bye.